Chapter 917. At this moment, the graceful Faria exited the elevator. The purpose of her visit was to give Viley the flower baskets, but she could not take her eyes off Alex. She was over the moon every time she saw Alex, as if she had returned to her 18-year-old self, the tender age when she had first experienced love and passion. In fact, a girl who was from a wealthy and influential family like her had to learn to grow up and be mature earlier than ordinary people. They had to get into the cruel reality earlier and learn to put on a disguise earlier. But ever since she bumped into Alex and fell in love with him, her ability to put on her disguise failed whenever she was in front of him. She asked shyly while staring at Alex, her eyes full of admiration and affection, "Master Anderson, how do you know Mr. Viley? He just arrived in Japan not long ago, didn't he?" Alex smiled warmly and answered, "My father-in-law and Viley's mother were college mates, that's how we knew each other." Faria gaped in surprise. "Oh. What a coincidence." Viley laughed. "Yeah, it's such a coincidence. I didn't know that you know Master Anderson too, Miss Adair." Faria looked lovingly at Alex and said, "Master Anderson can be regarded as my lifesaver. Do you remember one time when our goods were immediately rejected as soon as they arrived in the US? And the other party not only claimed that the items were faulty but they also wanted to sue us and asked US to compensate them?" Viley nodded immediately. "Yes, of course I remember. You asked me to go to the West Coast from the East Coast to resolve the dispute, but the problem had been resolved before I reached there." Faria said, her heart still fluttering with fear, "Yes, I accidentally destroyed the feng shui aura at home. Not only did it badly affect the business, but I also faced frequent misfortunes and troubles, and I even had several accidents on the road." Then, she lifted her wrist to reveal the bracelet that her mother left her and said, "I lost this bracelet too and I got it back all thanks to Master Anderson." Viley exclaimed, "Oh! So the great feng shui master you told me about was Master Anderson?" Faria nodded profusely. "Yes, that's him." Viley turned to Alex, his eyes were full of worship and reverence to the brim. He blurted out, "Master Anderson, I didn't know that you are the genius feng shui master whom Miss Adair can't stop praising." Alex smiled and said flatly, "It's nothing more than a tiny trick, nothing to speak of." Viley quickly uttered, "You're too humble, Master Anderson. If it weren't for you, the feng shui layout in my office would be full of loopholes and flaws. I appreciate your help very much." Viley's respect and admiration for Alex increased several-fold despite Alex's humbleness. Moreover, even the young mistress of the Adair family praised Alex from the bottom of her heart. He must not be lacking in any way. At this moment, Alex said, "I have some business to take care of, you guys go ahead, excuse me." Faria quickly asked, "Master Anderson, where are you going? Did you come by car? If not, I can give you a lift." Alex smiled and asked, "Don't you need to hang out with Viley for a while?" Faria shook her head and said, "Oh no, Viley and I go way back. We have all the time in the world to hang out now that he's here in Oris Hill. Let me give you a lift please." Upon the scene, Viley knew that Faria not only liked Alex but also put Alex in a very important position in her heart, so he said with a knowing smile, "Miss Adair, thanks for the flowers. Please thank Lord Adair on my behalf, I'll visit him when I'm available. Please go ahead if you have something to do. I happen to have some work to settle too."